Greetings and salutations, beautiful people. Listen, I'm urging everybody to go see Black Panther immediately. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you've seen it once, go see it again, because I'm going to go see it again. It was just that powerful. Listen, Chadwick Boseman is amazing. He's been playing every black man known to do something great for black people. Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, James Brown, Black Excellence. Now he is T'Challa, the king of Wakanda. The plot of the story is T'Challa, he's the new king after his father has been killed in an accident, but unfortunately he has to go against his cousin who's trying to overthrow him for the throne. His cousin that he didn't know about, because his uncle, who traded against Wakanda by sharing the vibranium with outsiders, was killed by T'Challa's father, T'Chaka, because he tried to kill another man after they told him, listen, you have to go back to Wakanda, because T'Challa's uncle was living in Oakland, California. He said, listen, for trading the country, you got to go back to Wakanda and face the council. He didn't want to do that, so he was about to kill one of T'Chaka's most loyal men, who is played by Forrest Whitaker. But T'Chaka intervened and killed his own brother. They left the boy in Oakland, California, and now the boy has found out about Wakanda. He's grown up, and now he's trying to take and seek revenge on T'Challa and gain the throne. But let me tell you all this, man. Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger is one of the most interesting villains I have ever seen in any movie, especially a Marvel movie, because his character is complex. He is a villain because he's killing innocent people. His power surge is uncontrollable, but yet and still you understand where he's coming from. He makes very good points, and when you have a villain like that, it shows you, listen, you got a great movie on your hands, because every villain, he's not the typical, I'm just mad, I just want all the power to myself, blow up everything. No, he has a method to his madness. His method is that Wakanda is a country that has all these wonderful resources, but they're not sharing it with any of their people, any of the other black people that are being oppressed, or they're not sharing these resources and caring about other people outside of their own nation. And this spoke to me on many levels, because we have many people who are the bourgeois, the bougie. They get money, they get status, and forget about where they come from. Forget about their people. Forget about people that look just like them in areas of poverty, or they are becoming oppressed by people in the country. And it spoke to people that's going through police brutality with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. People that's just have no resources to elevate themselves, and the bougie people say, I got mine, you get yours. That type of mentality. So his character trying to seek freedom for all of his people, it spoke to me dearly. And also when Michael B. Jordan's character, Eric Killmonger, he told T'Challa, listen, you got a responsibility to help all these people, all your people. You've been leaving them hanging to dry. He said, listen, I'm not the king of the world, I'm the king of Wakanda. And now people gonna get mad at me for this. It spoke about how, you know, our disconnect between Africa, the continent of Africa, and black people in the United States, because there are some African people in Africa who feel like us and them are not the same. We are not the same. Y'all are Americanized, y'all not us. But at the same time, we are all still your people. So embrace the message of it all is to embrace your people and help people who are being oppressed. Specifically, you got a responsibility to help your people when nobody else will. So that's why I was tied into his character. But listen, the women in this movie, what is her name? Danae Guerrera, who plays Michonne on The Walking Dead. Oh my God. She is one of the most pivotal characters in here, because she's loyal to their throne, but she is the protector of T'Challa. Like when the guy, the white guy, I forgot his name in the movie, he touched T'Challa. He was the person that aided them in the movie. He touched T'Challa's shoulder. She said, if he touches you again, like, she gonna impale his heart. Like, she was really that ride or die for T'Challa. And I'm like, man, this is great. Also, the dynamic between T'Challa and his sister, Shuri, it was just a beautiful relationship. The way that they joked and laughed and played with each other. I got sisters, so I have the relationship with all three of my sisters. We play like that. But to also know that your sister is there for you in a time of need, in a time of despair. She's going to come through and come and help you no matter what the situation is. Like when they thought he was dead, she went and looking for her brother. And I'm impressed with this movie because it displayed black people, black women in particular, in a way that we normally don't see. These women were the rule, like they were like soldiers in here. They weren't the typical stay at home and take care of the child nurturing women. There were the women that were on the front lines and really willing to go to battle to protect their king, T'Challa. Even when the throne was overthrown by Killmonger, they were still riding for T'Challa hard. And these women were technologically savvy, like innovative. Like, Shuri put Tony Stark's to rest with how innovative she was. Like, the things she was doing as a teenage girl, because this character is supposed to, it's never said, but she's supposed to be a teenage girl. Her technological advancement, it was just great to see how advanced she was and how technologically inclined she is. And that's to show that black people, that we can be technologically savvy and be innovative in our own minds. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a math whiz or a science genius, because great things can come about from it, as you see with Shuri. And just overall, man, the cast was just wonderful, man. Even my boy from Get Out, he was a great character, because he was so upset with what happened to his father that he wanted Claw dead. When T'Challa didn't kill Claw, he was loyal to the next person on the throne that was willing to ride and take care of the oppressors in the country, and that was Killmonger. So you kind of have I won't say it like this, because Malcolm X wasn't to the point where he was going to like kill or just kill innocent people or anything like that. But the whole eye for an eye theory, that comes from the Malcolm X theory as well. But Malcolm X also advanced and grew upon his pilgrimage to Mecca. But it's just the contrast between T'Challa and Killmonger. Killmonger had great points, but he just was he would abuse power to the point that things would just get out of hand. But I understood where he was coming from. The action in this movie was fantastic. I might add, just brilliantly, man. I like Ryan Coogler, man. This young black guy, 31 years old, that's directed Fruitvale Station. Also Creed, and now Black Panther. He's on a great role, and I'm interested to see what he can do going forward. He is also a person that I look at and like, man, listen, look at this young guy, man. This young black dude. He's really doing this and coming from nothing and showing people that you can't go to film school. You can harness your creativity and make something of it, because a lot of times people tell us, listen, go to school and major in something that makes money. Don't do film study. There's not no money in this. But you got people like Spike Lee out here. You got people like a young Ryan Coogler that's out here making a difference with these movies and showing black representation in a positive light. And that's one thing I want to speak on, black representation. A lot of people feel like we're making too big out of this. It's not the first black character, but it is the first primarily black cast in a movie where we have a black superhero. Blade didn't have that. So this is something that's important, because you're seeing black people in character of things outside of just being an alcoholic, outside of being a drunk, a gangbanger, just a violent brute. You see people with intelligence and people using their innovative skills to prevail and help other people. So that's something that you need to see, because when I was in grad school, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. When I was in grad school, people from overseas had negative images of black people because of the things they saw on TV. If you're not around these people, what do you have to go off of? You have television shows to go off of to judge black people, and they were seeing black people being killers and rapists and people just cussing, and they just think black people are ignorant. But when they come over here, they told the things, but when they come over here, they see a total different thing, total different side, and they voice this to me and see that y'all are some of the most coolest people I ever met in my life. You know what I mean? So this is why black representation in positive forms is very important. So that's why I'm glad that we have this movie out, man. It's just, everything about it is just phenomenal. Like, I talk about the women in it, how much they play a big role, and it's so many hidden messages in this, man. There's so many hidden messages in this. Like, when Killmonger says this quote, I have to see it, like, he'll be rather thrown into the water. Something about like how his ancestors were when they were taken by their they would rather jump into the water than be taken by their oppressor, or something of that nature. And it was just it hit me right here in the feels. And let me tell y'all another part. When in Baku, I forget the guy that lives in the mountains, when he challenged T'Challa for the throne. The first time T'Challa was challenged, and T'Challa was in danger of losing a fight. And when T'Challa's mother says, "Tell him who you are," oh my God, and he tell him he is T'Challa, like he the son of T'Chaka. Like, oh my God, I felt that, man. That was a powerful thing, man, to know that you are a child, you're a descendant of greatness. And if you're a descendant of greatness, believe that in your heart and let that be your driving determination to take you to the top, to elevate you to a status that you want to be at, a status that you've never seen. You know what I mean? So you use that as inspiration. That's why this movie is just so powerful to me. Y'all have to go check it out. Chadwick Boseman, Ryan Coogler, y'all did a